Coming up on Hashtag That.
We're back with the latest Hollywood news updates from the Billboard Music Awards and a new Ariana Grande album.
All that and more from Hamden to Hollywood. We're your source for Quinnipiac's entertainment news.
From Hamden to Hollywood, we are your source for entertainment news.
Welcome back to Hashtag That. I'm Kaylyn Terry.
And I'm Maggie Smith. Thanks for tuning in for this week's entertainment scoop. The Billboard Music Awards were hosted by Kelly Clarkson this past Wednesday. Kelly Clarkson hosted the event for the third consecutive year in a row and kicked off the night with a performance of her own, singing Whitney Houston's Higher Love with Pentatonix and Sheila E. Some major takeaways from the night include Post Malone taking home 9 awards out of his 16 nominations, including Top Artist. Billie Eilish also won big, taking home awards for Top New Artist and Top Album for her record, When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? And with less than 20 days until the election, many stars made sure to bring up politics in their speeches. Pop artist Lizzo, who accepted the award for Top Song Sales, wore a dress covered with the word vote and delivered a powerful call to action. She said, quote, "When people try to suppress something, it's usually because that thing holds power. They're afraid of your power. There's power in who you are. There's power in your voice," end quote. Demi Lovato debuted her new song at the BMAs titled Commander-in-Chief. The song was written with Julia Michaels, Phineas, Justin Tranter, and Aaron Kanata, and directly criticizes President Donald Trump's leadership. Following Lovato's performance, the music video dropped on YouTube. Lovato sings that, quote, "We're in a state of crisis, people are dying," end quote, as tears roll down her cheek. When responding to criticism of her politics on Instagram, Lovato said, quote, "I literally don't care if this ruins my career. This isn't about that. My career isn't about that. I made a piece of art that stands for something I believe in, and I'm putting it out even at the risk of losing fans. I'll take integrity in my work over sales any day," end quote. With the election now just 15 days away, more and more celebrities are speaking out about their political views and are urging their fans to take action and vote.
Moving on from music, Nina Kelly and Alyssa Murphy are taking a look at yet another scary movie.
What do you have for us?
Hey hashtag, it's Nina Kelly, and on this week of our scary movie rating, we watched Hereditary. Hereditary is about a family who had just recently gone through the loss of their grandmother. After losing their daughter, the mother is approached by a woman who offers her the opportunity to speak to the dead. After trying to speak to the dead, she finds that there are some supernatural occurrences in their house that don't seem so pleasant. My favorite character would have to be the son/brother, Peter. The whole family went through so much, and a lot of it just was blamed onto Peter because he did have a lot to do with Charlie's death. I wouldn't necessarily blame him for it, but he was really involved in it. But I just felt so bad for him the whole time. He kind of was dealing with all these things with his mother and all of this, and he eventually got hit with pretty much all of the supernatural things at once that his mother was causing, and I just felt so bad for him. And his acting too, the actor who plays him, who actually was part of the Naked Brothers band, I found out, but he was actually a really, really good actor. I'm honestly surprised that this whole cast wasn't nominated for any Oscars because it was very impressive. This movie was really interesting for spookiness factor. I feel while there were not a lot of jump scares or not a lot of traditional scary things, I would say. I didn't feel scared, but at the end I felt very emotionally drained by it, I would say. It took me probably an hour to recover from that, I'm not even gonna lie. It was just really sad because it was just watching the family's kind of downfall and them kind of going through things together, going through the loss of a little girl and the grandmother and other members of the family too, who and other events that were happening. It was kind of really just sad to watch that happen. And while there were a lot of scary moments, if you aren't a fan of scary things, I probably wouldn't recommend it. It was a very graphic movie, I'm going to say that. I didn't personally find it as scary as I felt it emotionally draining, but because of the impact that this film had on me, I would probably still give it an 8 out of 10 for scary. Overall, I would give this movie a 10 out of 10 again. So yeah, that was 3 weeks in a row. I just really liked all the movies that we've picked so far. But Hereditary, I was very pleasantly surprised. I was actually impacted by it. Most scary movies, I just walk off, I'm okay, whatever. Hereditary actually had a little bit of an impact on me. I would recommend it to a friend. I think that people should definitely watch this. I thought it was a very well thought out movie. Everything came back together in the end. There were little hints dropped in throughout it, so it was really interesting to see how it all came back together. I would not personally watch it more than once. I mean, maybe if someone really wanted to watch it with me, I would try, but like, it was a lot. It was definitely a lot. That's all I have for this week's review. Back to you guys at the desk.
From film to music, let's get into some new music releases. I don't know about you, Maggie, but sometimes I'm a fan of country music, and there have been a lot of new releases lately. Artists like Luke Combs, Dan and Shay, Luke Bryan's, and Keith Urban have released some new songs over the last few months. Some of these include Luke Bryan, who released a new song called Down to One, and Russell Dickerson with his song Never Get Old. Along with those, Sam Hunt also released a new song called Breaking Up Was Easy in the 90s, 2 weeks ago. These three songs bring up the topics of relationships and breakups, but have quickly hit the charts. Looks like there's a lot of new country music to listen to. On to the genre of pop, Ariana Grande recently confirmed that she will be releasing a new album this month. This will be her 6th produced album. She announced through Twitter that, quote, "I cannot wait to give you my album this month," end quote. There have been no other confirmations of possible collaborations or a title yet, but she has announced 2 separate dates on her website, October 23rd and October 30th, and the word positions above, which are presumably the release dates of her lead single and album and a possible album title. Before we head off to commercial, we have to talk about something very important.
While October is a fun, spooky month, it is also Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
This month, there are plenty of ways that you can support research, funding, and treatment.
You can get these Get Checked vans for $65 and be part of their $200,000 donation to a UK nonprofit, Cop a Feel.
The clothing brand Aerie is selling this adorable gray cotton long sleeve, and 100% of the proceeds go to Bright Pink, a nonprofit that educates and empowers women about breast cancer.
If neither of those are your style, Vera Bradley is selling limited edition pink paisley masks with any $20 or more donation. All the money from the donation supports research and treatment.
These are just a few ways that you can support all of the people who have been in some way affected.
Coming up after the break, Hannah Mirsky takes a look at the new Blackpink album.
And Caroline Torby gives us a rundown of the Bachelorette premiere. Stay tuned.
They call me Prince like I'm royalty or something. But the places I've lived ain't no palaces. So I don't need grilled salmon or a new scratching post. Just give me a cardboard box and a can of tuna and we're good. You can even change my name. I'm cool being the kitty formerly known as Prince.
October 2nd. And Hannah Mirsky has a review you do not want to miss.
Hey hashtaggers, it's Hannah and I am reviewing the album by Blackpink, their first full-length album that we've been waiting for 4 years. It was a single that, the Blanks were waiting for so long. It was catchy, it was exactly the type of music they put out on their first EP. I got all my roommates to sing along to it. It was stuck in my head for 3 weeks. I just kept doing the music video. The Ice Cream collab with Selena Gomez was honestly one of the worst songs. Was the worst song on the album. Blackpink Korea's top girl group, girl power. Selena, girl power. Together, I thought it would be this great song. And then it came out, ice cream, just the lyrics. It was really, it was long awaited, but it was super underwhelming. Their collab with Cardi B, though, was amazing. The song was completely in English. They were really feeding to their global audience. They definitely know how to work a global market. Lovesick Girls was their third single, and they released a music video on the day of the album release. It doesn't sound like Blackpink, which is why I was kind of surprised that they even used that one as the one for the music video. Crazy Over You and Pretty Savage. Lisa's raps were so good. Yes, those songs, that's the Blackpink sound that everybody was waiting for. It sounds YG. This sounds like the sound that Blackpink is known for. I feel the 21 influence, the older girl group that used to be signed with YG. Blackpink debuted back in 2016. This is their first album. It is 2020. The album was way too short. There was 8 songs. 2 of them were collabs. That's nothing. We waited 4 years for a full-length album, and it was only an 8-track list and 6 original just Blackpink songs. Ew, no. Why? How? They don't deserve that. We don't deserve that. This has become a PSA for Blackpink. I would rate it a 9 out of 10. Honestly, if they had more songs, if the songs were longer, if they didn't do half collabs, it feels like, they had solid songs. I'm Hannah for #that. Bye, hashtaggers.
With so much going on, a lot has been trending on Twitter lately.
Let's check in with Haley Cotton for this week's trending topics.
Hey hashtag, we've had lots of new drops this month. Just today, Beyonce announced her second Ivy Park collection. Making this announcement through Instagram, she states, Drip 2, October 30, with a photo of a flower field and the words, "This is Park." Some fans were hoping for a new album, but there is just as much excitement for this fashion drop as her first collection nearly sold out in just one day. Beyonce celebrated the first launch by mailing several gift boxes to her celeb friends. Will she do the same this time around? Second up on our trending topics, we have the new iPhone 12 drop. This is Apple's biggest drop thus far, announcing 4 phones at once: iPhone 12, 12 Max, Max Pro, and iPhone 12 mini. Each comes with a variety of specs that could be suitable for just about anyone. This is the first iPhone to ever have 5G and the new A14 Bionic chip, which is said to blast past fast. iPhone 12 comes with an all-new ceramic shield that is considered tougher than any smartphone glass. The best of the best, iPhone 12 Max Pro comes equipped with technology used for the NASA Mars landing, but the list does not stop there. You can learn all about Apple's latest drop straight from their website, including their Pro camera system made for night mode. Lastly, the cutest, most exhilarating, out-of-this-world series is dropping a new season. That's right, The Mandalorian Season 2 will be premiering on Disney Plus starting October 30th. Rumors of Boba Fett showing up in the new series have been spreading. Although it is said that he is only supposed to play a small role, will this lead to a major plot twist? Of course, we can't forget to mention the character who stole all of our hearts in Season 1, the child, or better known, Baby Yoda. Throughout the season, we saw a glimpse of the Jedi powers through Baby Yoda in times of utmost need. How will we see this adorable character develop and display his powers throughout the next season? I cannot wait to see the undeniable love develop between the Mandalorian and the child as they take on the numerous assignments and continue to dominate each obstacle that comes their way. That's all I've got for you today for our trending topics. I can't wait to get my hands on the new iPhone and watch The Mandalorian in the new Ivy Park collection. See you around, hashtag.
The 16th season of The Bachelorette premiered last week, and Claire Crawley might have found her husband?
There's definitely a lot to unpack from last week's episode, and Caroline Torpy has it all in a Bachelor Breakdown.
Hey hashtag!
I'm Caroline.
I'm Abby.
And we're here to talk about the first episode of The Bachelorette, season 16.
Start with Claire Crawley. She's been on The Bachelor and The Bachelor in Paradise to find love before.
She's the oldest Bachelorette, but that's not stopping her. She knows what she wants. In this first episode, we were introduced to 31 men. I always love this episode because I find the first impressions to be so funny. Do you have like a favorite first impression?
So my favorite first impression was probably Dale, just because he seemed very sweet, and after the whole like, I think I just met my future husband, like, is very like genuine. So,
It reminded me a lot of Luke from Hannah's season because it was like love at first sight. So it'd be really cute if they ended up together. Although like she considered him to be like her future husband possibly, she actually had her first kiss with Blake, which is a different guy. He actually reached out to her over quarantine, which was really sweet.
That was really sweet.
I think honestly he's one of my top picks.
He is one of my top picks.
Yeah.
He's very like very sweet, like very like I don't know.
Yeah,
like very very nice.
Nice, yeah. Do you have any other top picks?
Those are probably my top two. I mean, some of the
Yeah.
other first impressions are pretty funny, like the straight jacket and like like the night suit, like some of that stuff is just very funny.
And then someone was like playing like life-size bowling and like they were doing origami, so it's really fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to see where the season goes.
Yeah, me too.
Hopefully next episode we'll find out more about the guys. And yeah, well thank you so much for joining me,
Thank
Abby.
you for having me.
Yeah, and we'll be back with hashtag that next week to see what happens. So bye.
It's time for a commercial break, but when we come back, there will be a Hollywood news update you do not want to miss.
Don't go anywhere.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. This is unacceptable, and something Feeding America is working to solve. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States, including yours. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
For some updates on what's been happening in Hollywood this week.
Manny, what do you have for us?
Hey guys, it's Manny, and I have this week's Hollywood news update. Cardi B went on Instagram Live the other day and officially confirmed that her and her on and off again husband Offset are officially back together. Just 1 month ago, Offset and Cardi filed for divorce. The Bodak Yellow star went on Instagram Live and stated that to her viewers that she's back together with Offset. She claims their marriage was inadvertently broken and that there was no prospect for reconciliation. What do you guys think? Do you think they're going to get back together? Do you think this was just one of Cardi B's more ridiculous rambles?
How are you irretrievably broken, but now you're going to get back together? How does that work?
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing, and honestly, like, I think they're going to get back together, but it's not going to last long. I really don't think so.
Yeah, I feel like yes, there are exceptions, but I feel like most relationships that are always under the public eye, like Cardi B and Offset, I mean, you're dealing with a lot of different things beyond just your relationship. So, I don't know, and I just feel like if they've already gone through it and it's not working, what are they doing different that will make it work this time?
Right, and as she said, there's no prospects for reconciliation, so I really don't see how that they're going to be able to get back together, and, it's all just going to be fine and dandy, especially when they've, come so far, and it's just...
Yeah. Manny, what do you think?
Yeah, it's definitely tough because I know they have a 2-year-old baby too. So like, I know for like that sake, they probably want to like make it work. But again, like you said, if it's inadvertently broken, like, I don't know how to come back from that. Justin Bieber broke the internet on October 16th with his new single, Lonely. The video depicts the dark side of childhood fame, and Wonder actor Jacob Tremblay plays the part of young Bieber. The lyrics tell the story of Bieber's sudden rise to fame and the very sad and dark side that comes along with it. Jacob Tremblay is a 14-year-old current child star, so I think he was the perfect pick to play the role. What do you guys think? Have you heard the song, and do you think the message is an important one to hear?
I feel like for a really long time, becoming famous was something that so many people wanted to do, and it still is, but I think recently, with different movies portraying that it's not everything you might think it will be, especially Elton John's Rocket Man, I mean, showing how at his peak of fame, he was so sad and depressed just because you're kind of alone in it, and you never know if people want to be friends with you because you're famous or because they actually like you. And being a kid and being famous like that, it must be so hard.
Right, and I'll be honest, Maggie and I, right before the show, decided we were going to listen to it and check it out, and I mean, it's incredible, honestly. To see it from his perspective, how he was, treated when he was on the road at a young age, and just kind of showing that stardom isn't all that it's cracked up to be. I think it was a great choice of a song to make.
Yeah, personally, what I love is that it's so different from his normal kind of music. It's very slow, it's more like a ballad, and I love it when artists just get so real in their music. So now he's really revealing all of this to his fans, and that's what's really going to draw them in closer. I don't know, Manny, what do you think?
Yeah, I totally agree. Like, I think this is such a great message, especially for Bieber's younger audience that like still are kind of dreamers and like want to do anything. Like, I think this is such a good like song for them, and especially to have someone like Jacob Tremblay play the part of him. He's so recognizable to a younger generation. I overall think it was a really good choice. Pop sensation Billie Eilish snaps back at body shaming haters on Instagram this past week. The paparazzi captured the 18-year-old Eilish getting out of her car in a tank top and shorts and blasted on social media. Eilish is known for wearing oversized clothes because she wants people to like her for her music and her talent rather than her body. Haters went crazy and began attacking Eilish, and one even says she developed a 31-year-old wine mom's body. Eilish came back with a photo of herself with the caption, "Do you really want to go back in time?" Some are saying she's feeding into the haters by giving them attention, and others are calling her brave and a role model for her younger fans. What do you guys think?
I mean, personally, Maggie, I think that she is pretty brave for this, and I think that the media and, fans begin sexualizing her. And I think that's, it's common. We see it in Hollywood all the time. And I think for her to take a stance and wear her baggy clothes originally was, incredible. It was very brave. And for her to kind of change it up now, I mean, she should be able to do whatever she wants to. I mean, it's her body, whatever she wants to wear, it should be it. I don't think people should be criticizing her for that.
People were shaming her for wearing the baggy clothes, then she doesn't wear the baggy clothes, and she still gets shamed. So it really just shows that no matter what people do who are public figures, you're going to get criticism no matter what. And it goes back to Justin Bieber's song. I mean, she's young, and she's just being herself. So I say, Billie Eilish, if you're listening, keep doing you. Manny, what do you think?
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you're an 18-year-old girl in the industry, I don't think there's a good way to win. I think that coming back with an Instagram post with a simple caption kind of just lets it be, and she silences everybody, and she has the last word. So I think it was a really powerful move on her part.
Thank you so much, Manny.
When we come back, we'll play a game that might have both of us stumped.
We'll be right back.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, the boss's boss. If 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, that means it could be you, your barber, your barber's barber.
Nice work. Thanks.
You, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse.
Yes.
You, your dog walker,
On your left.
your cat jogger. Or you, your co-pilot, your co-pilot's co-pilot. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org to know where you stand.
Hey! There are amazing things to discover in the forest.
Toothless, time to go! What you picking up on, bud?
It's a whole hidden world of wonders. And the perfect place to spend time with family. What better place to let your imagination soar? Experience nature and create a memory you can share. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest or park near you.
We are back and about to have a ton of fun.
Before we end tonight's show, it's time to play a game of Celebrity Guess Who.
Kaylyn and I both have picked out celebrities that we're going to try to get each other to guess. Kaylyn, do you want to start it off?
Sure, I can. So we're going to give each other clues and try to base it off of that and guess our celebrities. So the first clue I'm going to give you, he was born in Texas. I know It's a hard one, but...
Wow. That's getting me somewhere. All right. This person goes by one name because she's an icon. Or he's an icon. He or she is an icon.
Okay. Very interesting.
All right.
That's helpful. Okay. So this person fights supernatural beings in a TV show.
Okay, wait a second. Okay.
That might have given it.
No, I mean, no. I'm still pondering. Texas, too. Got to keep that in mind. Okay, this person was actually a backup dancer for Selena Gomez in a Sears commercial.
Wow.
I don't know how up to date you are on Sears commercials, but...
Yeah, I haven't seen them in a while, but I'll keep that in mind. This person is a voice actor in Batman Under the Red Hood.
Shoot.
It's I haven't seen it, but...
I feel like I'm going to know this person. I'm just not going to know their name, but we'll see. Okay. Disney made this person famous.
Wow, I really think I know who it is. I just can't think of the name. Okay, I think after these next ones, you might be able to get it. I don't know if you've seen Days of Our Lives, but this person was on Days of Our Lives.
Darn it, is all I can say. Okay. Now this person is on to big names and movies. Nope, big name movies and TV shows. Some call her euphoric.
Oh, is it Zendaya?
It is Zendaya.
Okay.
It is Zendaya.
Yeah, okay.
You did it.
Okay.
I'm still not there yet.
And final clue, I don't know how helpful this one's going to be.
Okay.
This was, the harder ones. But he's originally a model, and then he went on to acting.
So it's a man. He's from Texas.
Yes, and he fights supernatural beings in a TV show.
Days of Our Lives. Like, I should know this. I definitely should know this. But I don't.
Here's an easier hint you might be able to get
Okay.
from this. He's in Supernatural, the TV series.
That's great.
He plays Dean Winchester.
Let's say you rhymed his name to something.
Kenson Lackles.
I really don't know who this is. Benson Jeff?
It's Jensen Ackles.
Jensen Ackles. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Honestly, I probably wasn't going to get that, but your clues were great.
That's okay. You want to go on to our second?
I think we should.
Do you want me to start off again?
All right. Let's see. I'll go first.
Okay.
First hint. I love him. All right.
Yep. Yeah, that one definitely is.
Okay.
That one's helpful.
Let's
okay.
see.
So this person, he's a football QB. He's a football quarterback.
Wow. That's helpful and so unhelpful at the same time. This person, his middle name is Douglas. So that really narrows it down.
Yeah,
only people with the middle name Douglas.
I don't know anybody with the middle name Douglas.
Great.
So I mean, well, it'll stay in the back of my mind for that one.
Okay.
This person wears number 15, the jersey number 15.
Oh boy. Listen, I don't know if I'm gonna get there, but okay. My last hint is Edward Cullen. That's just those two amazing words.
I don't know. My final clue for him: he plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. He's the Kansas City Chiefs quarterback. He won Super Bowl 54.
Manning? Someone named Manning?
No,
That's unfortunate.
He played for the Giants. He doesn't anymore. But no, it's Patrick Mahomes.
And
He's
Robert
got a
Pattinson.
Voice. Yeah,
Robert
but okay.
Pattinson.
Yep,
Played
I
Edward
wouldn't
Cullen.
have gotten that one.
Man, that was. At least you got Zendaya.
Yes,
you
that
got
is
Zendaya.
True. That is true. Before we go, let's wish some celebs a happy birthday.
Jillian Jacobs, best known for her roles as Britta Perry on the NBC comedy series Community and Mickey Dobbs on the Netflix romantic comedy series Love, is 39 today.
And John Lithgow, famous for his acting, music, and writing, is 75 today. Over the last 5 decades, Lithgow has appeared in over 100 film and television productions and has won several different awards, including Golden Globes and Emmy Awards.
Happy birthday to 2 icons.
Well, that's all we have for Hashtag That this week.
Make sure to follow all of our social media accounts and download the new Q30 app available on the App Store.
I'm Kaylyn Terry.
And I'm Maggie Smith. See you next week.